Yeah. What's up? What's good? What's popping? What's cracking? What's percolating? What's really good in the hood? It is your man Theo Butler. We are back. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Y'all see I got a hoodie on. Yeah, that AC got fixed. The AC got fixed today. Shout out to the brothers, the gentlemen that came through and fixed the AC. Hopefully y'all enjoy y'all Black Panther posters that were given to y'all. Shout out to y'all. And even made a friend today. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and shout out the group. Guy plays guitar. Yeah, I know. You're like Theo. Yeah, no. Guy played the guitar, part of a rock band and everything like that. There, I ain't know the channel had a YouTube channel and everything like that. I went and subscribed today, so I'm gonna go ahead and pay my respect. Yeah. Sling Blade. Shout out to slingblade.georgia. Rock band, and shout out to my brother, Pat Nino. Used to work with him at Walmart. My brother, a rapper. Got skills too. Yeah, no sound effects needed. No sound effects needed with his voice. No unnecessary profanity. No, I like it when you got bars. I do. I like it. I like it when you can use other words besides the N word and the B word in your rap song. Yeah, that ain't showing me that you hard because you use the B word and the N word all the daggone time. No, that ain't what that is. But like I said, shout out to those brothers. I think we got a great show tonight. It's been a busy week, right? Busy week. There's a lot going on in Nerdle. It's comic book day in the US of A. We got an absolute Batman story today. Yes. We're going to talk about it. We will. And it ain't, it ain't that show. But yeah, we're going to talk about absolute Batman. We got some more Black Panther controversy. We cannot seem to stop. We got some Marvel news. Yeah. And we're going to see what we can do in this particular episode to shed some light on the usage of artificial intelligence. Yeah, that's a controversial topic in the comic book industry. And it can be controversial as long as you're not providing context. We're going to provide context on this show. We got an unboxing too. We do. Shout out to my brother. Be Real with D Real. Had a deep comic book dive. I pulled up over there today and everything like that. And I got this fancy smancy Spider-Woman that I had no idea was going to generate the attention she generated when I just did what I did. That said, I want to thank everybody for pulling on up. I see we got two. That's a crew. That's enough to make it do what it's going to do. Everybody else has got to pull up later on. That said, I want to thank everybody. Yeah, they just going to have to pull up later on. That's what that is. We see we got the chat filter on top, fans. Let's go ahead and make that all messages. Right. And let's go ahead and get into what we going to be talking about tonight. You may or may not like it. Safe space. We're going to act like we got some sense. I'll stay on topic too, so we can get in and get out, because I'm in here, we in here for a good time, not to be confused with a long time. I got some other stuff to do. That's right. So that said, comics this week, right? Let's go ahead and get into this puppy. It's 7:04. Ain't no need in waiting. Absolute Batman. Issue 22. We got the Robins, right? The Robins, a whole bunch of them. Jason is Jason, regardless of what universe he's in. We got the origin story, the Harlequin. Yeah. Turns out the Joker, absolute Joker. The way they got that comic book working, absolute Joker is Harlequin's daddy. No, I didn't see that coming. No, I did not see that one coming at all. I did not. We get Bruce going to visit a grave, right? Thomas Wayne, ain't nobody, the grave empty. Yeah, it's crazy. And we find Thomas Wayne is still alive. Yeah, thanks to the Scarecrow. I mean, we find out through the Scarecrow that Thomas Wayne, they got him chained up, looking bad. Like my dog don't look. You can see his backbone. That's it though. See how that go? I said I'm a Batman fan. Yep, wasn't nothing else out there as far as I was concerned. I'm sorry. It might have been something else out there for you is concerned. I'm just telling you, that's the only thing that, tickled my fancy. Absolute Batman. Yeah, that's what it was. Moving right along. See, I told you, it wasn't going to take long at all. Was not going to take long at all. I'm checking in here for the notes and everything like that. Making sure I stay alert, do what I'm supposed to be doing. Next topic of discussion. Sony says no to hard copies. Am I the only one to play PlayStation? That's a lie. PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Y'all gonna get 6? Because 6 ain't, you're not gonna be able to put a disc in 6. Yeah, they're not doing it. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna say to my Xbox fans, they gonna do the same thing with Xbox. Yeah, they gonna go up. In the same week. If this ain't bad business, I don't know what is. Like, somebody got to get fired. If I'm working at Sony, somebody got to get fired. In the same week, news dropped that Sony deleted 200 movie titles from their database that folks had already paid for. The same week that's out there, they start pubbing the fact that 1, Grand Theft Auto is not going to be released on a physical copy. It's only digital. 2, the PlayStation 6 is only going to be for digital downloads. Well, how long do I own it if you can delete it? And how many games am I going, how much memory space coming on this PlayStation 6? Let me just go ahead and get that out the way first. How much memory is going to be on this particular video game where you can safely download, I don't know, as many games as you have hard copies in your house, right? Or is it going to be the space is limited? You buy the game, right? You buy the game, but you buy another game, but to play the second game, you got to delete the first game. You own it because you bought it. But you ain't got enough memory space on your game, your system, to have both of them there. So you got to delete it. It ain't yours, as in you ain't got it in your hand. Where Generation X at? Baby boomers, silent generation. You know how we go to the store and we want the bag and the receipt. We know we didn't pay for it, but before we get to the front door, they be, you want your bag? Yes, let me get that. Let me get all that. Because we don't want no ish. Like, we don't want to hear nothing. When we go to Walmart, we, Generation X, silent generation, baby boomers, we pause before we walk out of Walmart. We pause just in case that person want to ask us for our receipt. And we don't get too damn. We got it. We pay for everything that's in the buggy and up under the buggy. We got the bags. Here's this receipt. We don't, ain't no shame in our game. Ain't no shame in our game. Well, you know what? We not finna buy that. We not finna buy that. We not finna buy that. And let me say this to the kids out there. When I say kids, I'm talking to y'all that's in y'all 20s. If your mama and daddy ain't a nerd, that's your mama and your daddy. That's your mama and your daddy are the exception to the rule. Let me say that. Your mama and your daddy that don't play video games, that aren't nerds, don't know two things about a superhero, your mom and dad are the exception to the rule. More than enough of y'all, millennials, whatever, your mama and daddy played video games. Your grandparents played video games. So steadily talking about older people might not know. I don't know which older person you're referring to because I'm that older person. Yeah, this ain't when we was 20. When we was 20, folks in their 50s and 60s wasn't checking for comic books like that. Video games came after their generation had already had their fun in the sun and everything like that. But as I sit here in 2026, 2 years removed from 60, I be trying to figure out who the 20 and 30-year-olds be talking about that don't play video games, don't read comic books, and don't know nothing about superheroes. Who in the hell? That's your mama and daddy. You might want to ask your mom and daddy what's going on with them. But I'm pretty sure your uncle or your auntie know about this stuff. Go talk to them. Because this something new here. We don't know nothing about no soft copy. We don't know nothing about no soft copy. We don't know nothing about downloading nothing digital. If we download stuff, we got an external hard drive. You see what I just said? We got an external hard drive. If we download some stuff, ain't no damn way in hell we finna download. No, we're not finna pay for something and we ain't got access to it when we want to. That don't make no damn sense. No, we got terabytes sitting in our house. Yeah, y'all, because I don't hear young folks talk about external hard drive. Is that a generational thing? Because I don't hear y'all talking about external hard drive. And we got our cell phones, our smart devices. So if we done went to Amazon and then bought some music from Amazon, you know how y'all was bragging about, oh, I got a monthly subscription to this right here. You still got access to one of your favorite songs? I got it to mine. Body Talk by the Deal is downloaded on my cell phone. I wasn't worried about folks getting rid of R. Kelly music when R. Kelly got locked up. That wasn't my concern. It's a reason why I say we got it at the house. It's a reason why I say that, or we got it at the house. I see we got 3. I see we had 4 at one point. Somebody must have walked to the door. But I see we got 3. That fills my heart with glee. Let me see who we got then pulled up in here. Okay, we still ain't got no notes. That's okay. We got 3. Y'all ain't got to say nothing. I said it's a safe space. Moving right along, though. Moving right along. Can we ask a question? We got 3. One of them probably my wife. Are superhero movies in trouble? I know, like, damn, Theo, you asking that question because of Supergirl? No. I understand the timing. It do look weird. But I mean, the movies ain't been doing that well. You know, if we think about it, Supergirl was pretty much a solo movie, right? Solo superhero movie. Now let's be honest. Let's be clear. Because I want folks to think about that for a second. The only superhero by and large in that movie was Kara. I know Cal showed up. Cal ain't do no superhero stuff. Right. And folks I say context matters. Okay, so you're gonna go over here and look at this Spider-Man movie when it dropped. You are. And some of y'all gonna compare that Spider-Man movie to Supergirl. You can't. You could compare a Miles movie to Supergirl. You could compare a Gwenpool movie to Supergirl. You could compare the Spider-Man movie to James Gunn's Superman movie, if you think about it. But you're not going to be able to compare this Spider-Man, because this ain't no solo movie. You ain't seen Spider-Man in a solo movie in a minute. A strong argument could be made he wasn't even in a solo movie in his first movie in the MCU, because Tony Stark was right there. And then when you think about the second movie, you got Nick Fury, you got Maria Hill, right? You get a little bit more Tony Stark. Okay, third movie. How many Peters in that movie? Pause. How many villains in that movie? Yeah. Didn't Doctor Strange show up in that movie? Sure did. So that wasn't no solo project either, right? Well, who finna be in this one? Mark Ruffalo? Hulk, Incredible Hulk, cool. Is that gonna be Jean, or is that gonna be Rachel, or is that gonna be Hope? See how I'm doing this right now? Either way, aren't all three of those heroes? So don't compare them. Don't do that. Going back to the question though, are superhero movies in trouble? I think that's a fair question. Because who was the target audience for Supergirl? It wasn't me. I wasn't the target audience for Supergirl. I wasn't. I wasn't the target audience for Superman, but I went to go see it. So I asked the question because I'm like, because somebody, can't nobody ask us where we were when Black Panther came out. We was right there, 1.3 billion. I don't think Supergirl made 1 billion, nothing. Right? All right. The target audience for Supergirl would have been women. That would have been the target audience, women. But now, and I'm just connecting the dots. This is not a political statement. I'm just connecting the dots. But when I look at how many women co-signed with their husbands when it came to them not having any rights as far as reproduction and everything like that, well, I know all the narcissists, misogynists, and everything like that, they didn't give two doggos about Supergirl. They didn't. It was either woke or DEI. Well, not all of those folks are single. No, some of those folks are actually married to women. Yeah, they are. They actually married to women. And if a woman is going to vote against her rights as a woman, I'm pretty sure she ain't going to go see Supergirl. Well, I didn't make a political statement. I'm connecting the dots. I'm looking at this right here like, oh, okay, because they sure did that for you. And you didn't go. You was the one that's supposed to get that movie across to her. That's what not at all. So either, well, no, this is a few things that happened. Women didn't go see that movie on their own, and women that are in relationships, their partners weren't pressed to take them to go see that movie. You say I said partners? Because we're not just going to put this off on men. No, we're not going to do that. I said partners for a reason. It's 2026. Their partners didn't even take them to see that movie. That's crazy. Nobody? It's crazy. Nobody want to go see that movie. All right, moving right along. Hey, do what it is. I just think it's in trouble. Hollywood shift. Are video games replacing comic book adaptations? Let's talk about it. Hollywood shift. Are video games replacing comic adaptations? In essence, are the video games replacing the movies? Are superhero video games replacing superhero movies? You know what? I'm going to be able to answer that question probably about a month or so. I want to see how folks going to respond to Wolverine, the video game. Because we watched the movies, right? Wolverine, that is. All right. Fox had it. Cool. I say I don't like Wolverine, don't I? I say that. Did I say I don't know Wolverine? No, I just say I don't take care of him. How he's been written. Character's fate. Fiction, right? You saw the first Wolverine movie? After the opening sequence, after the credits stopped rolling, when the movie came on and everything like that, did you give two damns about the rest of that movie? Or had the best movie, the best parts of the movie were right there in the opening credits. And right now, I ain't need to see Deadpool. Do we need to say Emma Frost was in that movie? Silver Sable was it Silver Fox was in that movie? Cyclops was in that movie. Sabretooth was in that movie. Did we care? Stay right there. Did y'all like when he went to Japan, Asia? I didn't care for that. Because that was supposed to be the Viper? Was that supposed to be Silver Samurai? All right. All right. We get Old Man Logan. Y'all liked it? Y'all like Old Man Logan? I didn't care for that. I didn't care for that. In essence, I ain't really care for neither one of them Wolverine movies. I'm a comic book fan. But now that Wolverine video game look nice, don't it? Let me see. You got Jean Grey in the video game. You got Callisto in the video game. You got Artie in the video game in there. You got Toad in the video game. It look like you got Pyro in the video game like this. That look more comic book friendly than any of the stuff that we got from Fox. A strong argument could be said that the video game looked better than anything we didn't got from the MCU recently. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Because the Fantastic Four movie was just what? Okay. Oh, they cannot afford. They cannot afford. They cannot afford for Spider-Man, whatever this movie is called, to be just okay. They cannot afford for considering all the money they putting behind Avengers Doomsday. Oh, Lord have mercy. Ain't they releasing Endgame first? Oh, they can't afford for none of them to be all right. They can't afford for none of them to be okay. Listen, if you are an MCU fan, I am pleading with you on behalf of the MCU. I don't work with them. On behalf of the MCU, for you to show up and show out for the next 3 movies. Because they need you to go see these next few movies multiple times. You can't be one and done. No, you cannot be one and done. They need you to go on multiple times, and they need you to tell all your take all your friends and family. Rent out the movie theater, because if not, this ain't gonna go right. This ain't gonna go right. This ain't gonna go right. I'm just telling you, it ain't gonna go right, and it's gonna be a bad day, because folks gonna be trying to make excuses left and right. All right, I still got the live chat on. Ain't nobody. That's crazy. Anyway, going back to Cali. No, I'm sorry. Black Panther spaces. We say we got it at the house. We've been saying we got it at the house. We say we ain't thirsty. That's what the Rock With Me Nation say. We say we got it at the house. There's a lot of arguments going on in regards to Black Panther, T'Challa, Wakanda, Shuri. And I don't be understanding the arguments because it either occurred or it didn't, right? What we arguing about, right? This is my live. I say what I want to say on my live, right? You get offended, you get offended. That ain't my intent. So I'm a Black Panther fan, and I'm a comic book fan, a superhero fan, and I guess a social media influencer, if that's what you want to call me, right? I don't know what I am in this area, in this genre, in this arena. Comic book reviewer, it ain't the title. Movie critic is not the title. Griot is what I'm called by those who respect that about me and everything like that. But I don't know what my official title would be. I don't. What I do know is this, though. There's no reason for me to argue with anybody in regards to superheroes. It either happened or it didn't. What's the argument? Can't be about who's the better superhero. That's an opinion. I don't know why we arguing opinions, right? Context. We're comic book fans, so we know what context is. This week, and I don't know who started it. I don't know who went after who first, but I know Buckmeister is a Black Panther fan. heavy Black Panther fan. Like, that is what that is, right? Talented brother, too. My brother Daryl and I have actually had him on Friday night, our Friday Night Vibe. We interviewed him. Has done original digital comic book stories in regards to T'Challa, right? I don't know the parameters. I'm not going to act like that, but I do know that I saw a video from King Lion cursing Buckmeister out. Now, I've interacted with Buckmeister. I've seen Buck interact with other folks. And while he don't mind snapping in regards to what T'Challa has accomplished, he don't talk like King Lion. He don't. King Lion talk like, the way he talk, you ain't got no choice but to fight. Like, you could not have a grown man standing in front of you berating you like that without putting hands on you, without putting hands on him. Like, that's what's gonna happen. So I'm like, okay, we're doing too much. We're doing too much. We if Black people are arguing with Black people about Black comic book characters, I don't want to say we've already lost, but we've already lost, because we're doing what folks want us to do. That is what we're doing, what folks want us to do. Now, Buck's statement, and this all revolves around Token the Fighting Game. We didn't create Token the Fighting Game. I don't even want to tell you a Black person had anything to do with Token the Fighting Game. What I will say is this: Token the Fighting Game, while it took Marvel into consideration, the MCU into consideration, I'm not thinking Token the Fighting Game gave two damns about Black folks. Now, this is where I go with it. Based off the live that I did last week, and this might hurt some folks, Black folks don't really care for Black folks like that. You got Black folks that's pissy mad about T'Challa being deleted, then did video content about T'Challa being deleted. They still consume product from the MCU. They still consume product from the MCU. You got Black folks out there that have seen, experienced countless recasts in their lifetime, but went above and beyond to say this particular role shouldn't be recast, but they were dead silent about Thunderbolt Ross being recast. I'm not going to name them names. Those folks know what they done. But I find it hard to take you seriously mad about what's going on in regards to Black representation, and low key, you participating in it. You part of the problem. Like, I don't know what to do with that one. If you are a mantler, you're part of the problem. If you're anti-recaster, you're part of the problem. If you're a Black person and you were offended about what happened to T'Challa and you still consuming MCU content, I'm sorry, you're part of the problem. And do you know why? Because you've done nothing to discourage them from misrepresenting you again. I said all that to say this. King Lion and what he said about Shuri was absolutely correct. However, what he wasn't doing is acknowledging the context that Buckmeister was speaking from. In essence, it shouldn't have just been Shuri in Token the Fighting Game. It should have been, at the very least, Shuri and T'Challa. Now, I don't give two damns about who you get mad at, who you cuss at, who you raise your voice at, because I know what you're not finna do face to face. And what you're not finna do face to face is talk like you talk on social media. No, yes, you're knowledgeable, you read comics, but you're also a convenient Black person. Because you ain't waving no red flag in the air. You ain't calling no penalty when they misrepresent these Black characters. No, you're down for the foolishness. So you knew what Buck was talking about when he was talking about T'Challa. No, what you wanted to do was use your platform to berate another brother. Why berate the brother for standing on business when your Black ass should have been standing right there beside him? Yeah, he's aggressive. Yeah, he argued too much for me. But you just like way too many other popular black social media influencers, you convenient with it. You don't kick the reel in regards to Shuri. Why? With your platform being as big as it is, folks still don't know a damn thing about Shuri. You said more about Shuri snapping on Buckmeister than you ever said about that character. Facts. Because as talented as you are, as knowledgeable as you are, how is it black folks still walking around ignorant when it comes to T'Challa, Shuri, the Dora Milaje, Hunter, and the Hattutsadaze? Because they come into my channel on TikTok to get the knowledge. And they know who you are. So that means they can go to you for an argument. They can go to you for controversy. But can they come to you for knowledge? They can go hear you say something slick about somebody. And that's the thing. This ain't the first time you didn't slick talk another black social media influencer. One of them was a brother that actually looked up to you and he was going through some financial situation and you blasted him on social media. That's not kingly. That's very much the motives. That's very much the actions of a peasant. Yeah, that because king build bridges. They don't burn them, and you don't mind burning. Damn sure don't mind cursing. Don't mind being angry. Don't mind going off. Don't mind talking at folk, but the education level. If me and my brother Daryl got to come around, and we do, clean up the mess that too many black social media influencers left laying out there, then I don't give a damn what your name is, what your royalty is, what your crown is. You ain't done your damn job. All y'all want to do is argue. How in the hell in the superhero community we want to act more like Black Ink, Real Housewives of Atlanta, right? How's that what we got going on in the nerd community? Make that make sense. We want to throw chairs. We want to be like the cool kids. We want to berate each other, cuss one another out, slick talk another brother. Ain't none of that impressing me. You know what you're doing? Making us look stupid in front of the world. Making us look stupid in front of the world. What was it? Y'all don't know how to DM each other? Even Ernie and Rob started that way first before it went public. They DM'd each other out of respect. It's way too many of us in this genre, considering we're nerds, that don't know what respect is. It's why I don't go in too many spaces. I'd rather go get my knowledge on my own, go get that knowledge on my own, than be in a space where folks are more pressed about berating each other, belittling each other, embarrassing one another, slick talking one another, than educating one another. No, I don't. I'm good. I'm good. Y'all got that. Y'all got that. Y'all got that. And please, I'm like Cat Williams. If you say my name more than once, I'll pop up. I will pop up. Pop up as the Usos pop up in your city, pop up on your live, and I'm him. I'm him. So if you don't want that smoke, don't do that. Do better. Learn how to DM each other. Keeping up with these notes. I want to say lack thereof, because I really ain't getting no notes today. I don't know what YouTube got going on. YouTube got me feeling bad. Oh, that K Civic. Preach Grill. Okay, I got one. Appreciate you, K Civic. He was there seeing my brother's live and everything like that. Yeah. Y'all gonna get right. Yeah, I know. It's like this. Generation X is on duty. We on duty. If you younger than Generation X and you feel some type of way about us being on duty, get over it. We're not going anywhere. We entrusted our characters to you. You didn't do right by them. We entrusted our video games to you. You ain't do right bound. We entrusted our comic books to you. You ain't do right bound. So we here now. We not going nowhere. We gonna have to pass away. And y'all know we still look like y'all, right? We still look like we can. I'm saying we look just as young as y'all do. Yeah, some of y'all in y'all 20s want to holler at the women in their 60s. Some of the women in their 20s want to holler at the men in their 60s. You know why? Because we still look good. We still look good. We still wear nice clothes. We're not wearing, we're not looking, not wearing, not looking, not talking like old folks used to back in the day. No, we still got that pep in our step. That's what that is. So moving right along, keeping the party rolling. We're going to be in, where we at? 35 minutes. We're going to be in and out tonight. Speaking on Shuri from a T'Challa fan. I don't even know how to do this part because I low-key feel like a Michael Jordan fan defending LeBron James, a Black Panther fan defending Captain America. Like, I don't know how to do this here, but damn. See, this is what King Lion should have been saying, but he didn't want to say nothing like this here. Why is Shuri showing up as a Black Panther in Token the Fighting Game? That ain't her damn alias. Why ain't none of them Black influencers out there that don't have a problem with Shuri being the Black Panther in Token the Fighting Game saying anything about the fact that she ain't been the Black Panther since 2016? She ain't been a Black Panther since 2016. No, that sister been hard at work being the griot. And it's a damn shame, awfully telling too, that black folk that call themselves Shuri fan don't know nothing about a griot. Don't know nothing. Who, what, you know what? I'm like Reese Waters. Who raised y'all? Who raised y'all? Who raised y'all? It's amazing. I can watch a video where Buckmeister is getting snapped on by King Lion about Shuri. And he ain't lie. King Lion ain't lie about one thing. No, all Shuri's attributes sit right there. But she ain't the damn griot. She ain't been. So do you mean to tell me since 2016, you ain't told nobody, ain't none of y'all told nobody that's a Shuri fan, she ain't been the Black Panther since 2016? This is why we still get misinformation from Black folk in regards to Shuri. This is why when I go do my lives on TikTok on a daily basis, you got folks asking me questions about Shuri when they already been listening to y'all, so y'all ain't educating at all. Y'all just argue. I don't even know how to do that. I did a live on TikTok yesterday where I went down Shuri's abilities. It's too many folks still think she's just a Black damn Panther. How? How? With Ernie out there? How? With Rob out there? Rob is multi-ethnic. How? Make it make sense. How? E-Man sit right there. Black comment lords sit right. It's way too many prominent Black social media influencers that are comic book experts for folks to still be getting Shuri wrong in 2016. That means if you're getting Shuri wrong, there's no reason for the comic book company to give two damns about the character because the fans don't know enough to give two damns about the character. And there's no reason for them to evolve that damn character any further because the comic book fans, Black, are still stuck 10 years in the past. I don't see how that's possible. This is when I need these Steezle, Kimoyo, folks to be in other fan groups and everything like that. I need because I don't understand it. Because I know if I go to Dara, I'm learning something about Ant. See, I just did that. Dara talk about Ant. I'm learning something about Ant. I ain't never rocked with that character. I know what she's capable of doing, though. I know it's a black young lady as the aunt, right? To a degree, I know how she got her abilities, right? Because my brother Daryl is reviewing the comic books, right? It ain't that many folks talking about the aunt, but you'd have liked to have thought that since 2022, everybody they mama talking about Shuri. Well, how is it Shuri ain't been the Black Panther since 2016, was the Black Panther in 2022, and black folks that keep swearing up and down it's just a mantle. T'Challa died for Shuri to become the Black Panther. They don't know two damn things about Shuri. I'm finding that weird. I'm finding that weird. I'm finding that problematic. Mind you, it's a problem outside my household because I've made sure the people in my house know who Shuri is. But then again, I didn't stop at Shuri. I went above and beyond to make sure the folks in my house know about the black characters. I got references and I got the knowledge. I'm trying to figure out what's going on outside of my house. Outside the Rock With Me Nation house. Because it's way too many brothers and sisters in 2026 still ignorant when it comes to Shuri. But they Shuri fans. I try to educate everywhere I pop up. Yeah, you do, big dog. Yeah, you do. K-Civic, man, I appreciate you pulling up. Nah, it's just willful stupidity. They mean to not know because knowing means thinking. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. I just wanted to know. I needed to know. I did because see how I asked for Kimoyo? Yeah. Had to put this hoodie on. Y'all know I've been going through some stuff. And they fixed the AC today. Had the AC fixed around by 12 o'clock. Shout out to the gentleman once again. It was cold in here. And I ain't been able to say that in like 3 weeks. I ain't been able to say it in 3 weeks. Ooh, it's cold in here. Moving right. Can we take a pause for the call? I see we got 5 people in here and everything. I'm going to ask K-Civic and Kimoyo. Can I ask y'all a question? I'm talking to everybody as well, but you know, y'all ain't really responding, but that's cool. You ain't got to say space. Is this Spider-Woman action figure really that much better than the other one? I'm asking that question because I'm like, well, all I did is shout out to Kevin from Fan Plastic Toys for sending me the head scope and everything. When he sent stuff a while ago, a few years ago, he sent some other things. You know, we action figure collectors. When we send stuff to each other, we send some extra stuff. So he sent a head scope to a Star Wars action figure, black female Star Wars action figure and everything like that. And so I had it, didn't know what I was going to do with it. I bought the Spider-Man. I bought 2 of those, by the way. I'll be telling y'all about buying extra sculpts and everything like that. So I bought that. I bought 2. I bought 2. I did. Because for the explicit purpose of having extra female bodies for my action figures, right? Right. And so this would have been one that, you know, was black, would have just painted it black, right? Kept it all the way black. But I was like, I like Jessica Drew, 616, right? This is an alternate Jessica Drew from another Earth. I had an issue with her being pregnant, showing up in the movie like that, right? I had an issue with them releasing the action figure and she pregnant. We ain't doing that with nobody else. I didn't see, I don't know how many Susan Storm action figures, and I ain't seen one yet when she pregnant, right? And then it was made in the animated style, so it didn't go with anything. It didn't go with my collection at all. That does, though. But the response that she got, thank y'all. 2.2K views, and y'all watch the video. Like I'm saying, I told my wife, I said, it's just a picture. Like, I added some music to it, but I just took the picture side by side and everything like that. Y'all like it like that? Marvel, Comics, I did y'all a favor. Now y'all know what to do with that costume that Jessica wore for a little bit. You can give it to the Jessica from the alternate reality. See how that go? Yeah. But thank y'all. I had no idea y'all was rocking with it like that and everything like that. The damnedest thing is I didn't had the body sculpt, the Spider-Woman body. I want to say I've had this for at least a year and a half. And the head sculpt, I have been sitting on the head sculpt for like 2-3 years. Whenever Kevin sent me his package, yeah, I've been sitting on it. I've been sitting on stuff that long, and it's one of the reasons why I cannot wait to move so I can give the Rock With Me Nation, Black Panther fans, my full undivided attention. As I told my wife, and I will share it here with y'all, the VA moved us here. We moved here in 2022. I have not been comfortable in this place since I moved here. I had, with the VA paying damn near everything, right? You would have liked to have, I'm disabled. You'd have like, Theo, you're not disabled. That's what the government say. You would have thought that I would have been able to enjoy it. I'm 2 years away from 60. When do we officially retire? Right. You would no. No. I have been stressed since day one. As Kimoyo said, I cannot wait to move. And I hope after that move, I got one more. And that next move will be me moving my family into a house. But I ain't moved here been here since 2022. I ain't been able to relax not one day. It's always up. But we gonna keep up with these notes, then we're gonna keep the party rolling. Come on, she ain't pregnant. She look pregnant. Trying to gas the next generation of sisters into believing that they gotta save the day while pregnant, which is child endangerment. Somebody else said that. And then I ain't trying to be funny. I'm married. Am I really, I don't want to say use the word let, but am I really cool, okay with my wife? I know she's a superhero. I don't care nothing about that. She carrying our child. Hey, better let somebody else deal with it. hey, what Trick say? Let the band deal with it. Bump, 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 bump. Yeah, let the band deal with it. We in the house. We Netflixing and chilling. Yeah, somebody else got that. Somebody else got that. But let me see here what Kimoyo saying. Yeah, I don't like the concept of a pregnant black superhero. Listen, it's so problematic. And if you are not old enough to understand or dark enough to understand or woke enough to understand why that's so problematic, DM me. I tell you. DM me. I tell you. Moving right along, though, we're gonna keep the party rolling. Like I said, we came here for a good time, not to be confused with a long time. So yeah, I need y'all to tighten up on that shooting knowledge. Y'all lacking. Y'all been lacking, and you making it difficult for me to talk about the stuff that I need to talk about, want to talk about, because I got to come behind y'all and clean up the misinformation in regards to shooting. There's no reason why I should be talking in 2026 telling social media fans that be on any social media platform and they don't know that Shuri been a griot since 2016. I shouldn't be doing that. If I'm doing that, if me and my brother Dara got to educate folks on these characters in 2016 and y'all been active since 2016, right. Moving right along, upcoming channel projects. Yeah, We're going to bring 1-800-BLACK HERO back. Yeah. Want to let y'all know that. We probably going to knock that out this week. I know I've been saying that for a minute now, but I told you I ain't had no rest. But now that I know we moving on up, as the Jeffersons used to sing in the song and everything like that, yeah, I got some energy. Got some energy and everything like that. Gonna make it do what it's gonna do. So we gonna have 1-800-BLACK HERO. That's coming back. Also, other video ideas. The return of Killmonger. Yeah. The return of Killmonger. We've been asking questions. Ain't nobody been answering them, right? I like me. I went to school to get a degree for it, right? Right. Creative writing. Okay. Well, we want to know what was going on with Hunter. Question answered. We want to know how T'Challa got back on the throne. Question answered. We fixed that whole issue with Eric being mad at T'Challa for no damn reason, considering Claw was involved. Okay, we got a video for that. But last place we saw Eric was well. No, I'm not talking MCU. I'm talking about the Rock With Me Nation universe. In the Rock, yeah, y'all like that? The Rock With Me Nation universe? Yeah. Rock With Me Nation universe. In the Rock, yeah. Shout out to my brother Daryl. He in the Rock With Me Nation universe. Mr. Smith got some characters in the Rock With Me Nation universe. Kimoyo got a character in the Rock With Me Nation universe. Diabolical got a character in the Rock With Me Nation universe. Ronnie got a character in the Rock With Me. Yeah, the Rock With Me Nation universe. Yeah. That universe is bigger than what you think. That universe is bigger than what you think. Like, today is my first day officially calling it the Rock With Me Nation universe. But if you saw the photo from Juneteenth that Kimoyo put together, you already know it's characters out there in the Rock With Me Nation universe. Yeah, Rock With Me Nation comics. Kimoyo, you like that? Rock With Me Nation comics? I like that right there. Rock With Me. We got the song. We got folks that already created their characters and everything like that, right? We got writing majors, folks that actually know how to write in the group. Yeah, we got action figure customizers. We got action figure renderers and everything like that. Yeah. So what we got going on with the Rock With Me Nation, I feel good to talk about this here yonder. I'm excited about this here. Let me keep up. Yeah, he was saying the Rock With Me Nation universe. Yeah. Kimoyo says he dropped a whole video on Shuri. Folks out here pretending at this point. Yeah. So the return of Killmonger, we gonna bring him back. Yeah, we know where you saw him at last place. In Wakanda. Intergalactic Empire. Right. You don't want to bring Eric back? I know we don't want him back as a villain. Right? Well, we gonna bring Eric back. Yeah. We're going to tell that story exclusively right here on the channel. I'm probably going to drop that this weekend. My thing is what I'm looking at is stuff going to be where it's supposed to be, as in I ain't going to have nobody stressing me out, right? So I can do it in peace. But I got that story. How does Eric come back to Wakanda, and how does he fit in Wakanda going forward? Make sure you sign up to the channel. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. You get Black Panther content here, and guess what? You ain't got to pay for it. You ain't got to pay for it. Also, I like this right here. I asked y'all, was y'all really feeling that Jessica Drew action figure? Was y'all really feeling her? Looking for the comments and everything like that. So, I talked about this on TikTok. I think I've talked about it over here. I wrote a comic book a while ago, and just a little history. The comic book was called The New Breed when I was in the 5th grade. Shout out to Edwin Mendez, Jose Arroyo. I'm going to JHS 120 in the Bronx. Edwin and I, fierce comic book collectors, nerds in the 5th grade and everything like that. we used regular notebook paper and created our own comic books. Edwin had his team. I had my team. Come home, draw, take it to school, make copies of it in the copy machine, and hand it out to classmates. I moved to Camilla, Georgia. And this is why representation matters. I moved to Camilla, superhero fan. And I had like 20-something superheroes, similar to what you would get with the Legion of Superheroes. And the racial dynamic of my superhero group resembled that of the Legion of Superheroes. And I never forget one of my classmates, I don't know if it was Eric Johnson or Ben Thomas. Why you got so many white characters on your team? You heard what I said? I said the racial dynamic of the team was consistent with that of the Legion of Superheroes. That means as a young black male, I saw less value in myself than I saw in other people. While I could complain about Tyrock, how he looked, there not really being that many black members in the Legion of Superheroes, subconsciously, I did the exact same damn thing when left to my own accord. I did the exact same thing. Without thinking, did the exact same thing. Or created a superhero team, the majority of the characters, where I literally reproduced what I've been reading. I literally reproduced what I've been seeing. It was a subconscious thing. It took no thought whatsoever. But when I got asked that when I got to Camilla, Georgia, what was so different about Camilla, Georgia? New York was more integrated. Facts. Camilla, Georgia, not so much. That's deep Southwest Georgia. They talk about race in Southwest Georgia in ways they don't talk about in the Bronx at all. I'm in the 9th grade. I was feeling pretty good about my superheroes. And in the 9th grade, I'm having a deep conversation with myself. Okay, cool. Well, long story short, we flipped that dynamic. We flipped that dynamic. Those heroes followed me everywhere I went and everything like that. I would check back in on them. I loved them. Then we get to, I'm living in Tallahassee, Florida. I'm working at a brand new job. I'm asked to do a team builder exercise. I go to 7 of the people that I'm cool with at the workplace. Rob, Nick, Helene, Celeste. I might be getting that name wrong. Quite a few, but I got their real names on the bios and everything. Melissa, Caroline, right? Kept those heroes there. I meet my wife. There's a co-worker there. Y'all know him as William Amir, Rock Salt Comics on TikTok. I got a comic. I let him read it. He likes it. He hits up his artist. Hey, can you do it? What we talking? What's the charge? $500. Cool. Break it off. I'm looking for issue 1. 6 months go by. I ain't got no issue 1. I got to hit up Amir. Buddy went ghost with my $500. I got my money back, but what would I rather have? The $500 back or the comic book? The comic book. Fast forward, it's 2026. Folks want to make a big deal about AI. Should have made a big deal about AI when we saw the movie Terminator. You didn't do it then. I don't want to hear it now. Should have made a big deal about AI when you had that AI vacuum cleaner in your house. You didn't say nothing then. I don't want to hear it now. Should have said something about AI when folks want to have AI in their house. Why in the hell would you want AI in your damn house? You ain't seen the movie Terminator? You ain't seen the movie I, Robot? Like, you ain't learned not a damn thing. You just go, never mind. Well, I'm not waiting. I got a story to tell. You can feel how you want to feel in regards to artificial intelligence, AI. What I would say to this, if there's a artist that wants to work for me, I'm broke. You want to work with me, we can work together. You can draw these stories, no problem. If there's no artist that wants to work with me, I ain't got no money, then I'm not going to sit on my story. No, I'm going to get my stories out there. And if the artist's name is artificial intelligence, and that's who's going to tell the story, that's who's going to tell the story. Now, artificial intelligence is not Marv Wolfman. Artificial intelligence is not John Buscemi. It's not Jack Kirby, right? It's not John Byrne. It's not Fareed Karami. It's not. I'm saying that because you can stand on a mountain and try and plant your flag like you that dude without providing context. Thus, you want to demify everybody that uses artificial intelligence. I've been and told you to KYA and go about your business. But what I'm saying to anybody, whether you are a writer, whether you are an artist, if you got work you want to put out, it ain't nobody trying to work with you because they want you to pay them and you ain't got it like that, man, F what everybody else talking about. Get your work out there. Get your work out there. Get your work out there. Because that work that you put out there that's enhanced with AI could get you paid to the point where you can break bread with a real writer or a real artist. Everybody else is just bumping their gums. They are doing exactly that, bumping their gums. Mind you, they probably can't do what you can do, i.e. they can't write or they can't draw. So all they can do is generate controversy because no, you can't, you capable more than that. So don't let nobody tell you, discourage you from doing, don't let no, because I had an honest conversation with somebody. There's such a thing as context involved when we're having these conversations. Some folks don't want to provide context. They just want to demify, vilify. Oh, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. So if nobody wants to work for you, you can't pay nobody, you're a talented individual, do what you gotta do. Right. Do what you gotta do. They don't even see the AI trap. They put the man. What you say, Kimoyo? They want to gatekeep my expression. Good luck with that one. Because we going off. We fishing to go off. And with that being said, the Rock With Me Nation knows what we got coming down the pipe. They do. We talk all the time. I sent them the stuff that I was working on. I love my tribe and everything like that. To those that I used to work with, right? I think y'all gonna like it. I hope I do all of y'all proud. We might not talk as much as we used to, right? Because we didn't moved on and everything like that. But I still remember that time, and I'm going to do my best for these characters to honor the real people. Even though I'm going to use a superhero story to do it and everything like that. So y'all make sure y'all standing by. I just dropped today a preview of X. So you get to see X. Somebody asked me, was that Theo Jr.? I like, that sounds pretty good. But you get to see X today. He's not by himself. There are 7 other people to this team that we call the New Breed. I'm excited about it. If I can talk for everybody else, and I think I do a pretty good job, I can do better talking about other people, superheroes and everything like that. Well, I am a nerd. I do have my own comic book, and I think it's high time, because all I need is to go holler at AI, right? There ain't no more $500 going missing. And get the story out there. It's yes, most of the characters are black. That is what that is. Yes, the characters are in their young 20s. I didn't want an old group of heroes or anything like that. I wanted characters we could grow with and everything like. And these characters are they're what's the word I want to say? They are fictional, but we got real people dealing with real issues in real life. And so these characters will embrace that. These will be fictional characters that deal with real issues. So we're going to have that. Let me keep up with these notes. Kimoyo saying they want AI regulated by the government who will hire. They want AI regulated by the government who will hire the very AI companies they complain about. So don't, yeah. You worry about AI doing my artwork. I'm worried about AI getting my hamburger right. Say, Theo, which one would you prefer? I would rather have AI doing some artwork than cooking my food. I would rather have, I don't even want AI working on my car. I damn sure don't want AI drive. That was the damnest thing to me. So AI is driving your car. Do AI know where it's going? How is the car driving? You ain't got no hands on the steering wheel. And you trust that? Shit. Shout out to Lonnie from Fenario. Lonnie was driving down the highway. He was in Atlanta traffic. My dog was sitting up there eating some food. Ain't no hand on the steering wheel. I was like, you. I mean, I know. Did some kids lose their lives in a car? Yeah, never mind. No, I'm driving. I'm driving. No, I don't trust AI like that. No, I don't like it like that. So that out the way, we talked about my own comment. We got mail. Do what it do tonight. Woo, 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 woo. Do what it do tonight. Yeah, do what it do tonight. Woo, 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 woo. Do what it do tonight. My wife might need to be in here because this box clearly says Gerald and Alicia. It don't just say me. It don't just say me. So clearly she need to be in here. She ain't in here. Do what it do tonight. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah. Dara put this thing in here now, bruh. The shipping and handling. Lord have mercy, Jesus. He wrapped that thing right, boy. I thought I got this from Big Bad Toy Store. Hasbro Marvel Legends. Yeah, what we got here? Yeah. My wife got her. I want to call him Mandarin. We gonna call him Win Woo, but we gonna call him the Mandarin. No, she got her, this hers. This my wife. This my wife. She want her own action figure. Y'all see all these daggum action figures I got here? Maybe I need to stop saying I, because clearly. My wife says she want to start her own action figure collection. What that look like? Like, I need somebody to explain that to me, break that down to me like I'm in the second grade. What that look like when both the husband and the wife are action figure collection? Like, she got the Mandarin, I got the Mandarin. What this finna look like? Like, we get that new place, she got one wall, I got the other wall. Like, what's the differences between the walls is what I'm asking. All right. Also, we got Union Jack. Man, listen. There, Grandman Tarot. Look him. I've been wanting him for a long, long time. For no reason. Okay. No, the Invaders. The Invaders. That's what that is. The Invaders. I know enough about the Invaders to know low key. I could take that Firestar and turn her into Spitfire if I wanted to. If I wanted to, mind you, all I gotta do is take one of them hair sculpts she came with and turn that hair from red to blonde. Yeah, you're like, damn, I ain't never think about it. So yeah, Union, man, I love this right here. Union Jack, woo! Even had his own comic in the Blood Hunt series and everything like that. Yeah, I like this right here. Yeah, I like this right here. Yeah, I'm nerding out. I'm geeking out. Coming back in. Oh man, look at him. Look at him. Boy, look at him. We got another one. And I don't know why. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. So Connor Hawk, right? His Green Arrow. So there's this thing with Connor Hawk. Okay, so he is Ollie's son. He is. They got Connor looking. Connor's a little too light. You said what you say? Because Connor don't look European. I know who his mama is, right? Right. His mother Vietnamese. And I think they tried to hint she's black Vietnamese. I was like, okay, all right. But yeah, so yeah, Green Arrow, Connor Hawk, man, I'm loving this right here. Yes, Lord Jesus. Connor probably going up there with that. Y'all be like, what, Theo? You only got the black Todd McFarlane action figures up there. What did I just tell y'all about Connor? What did I just tell y'all about Connor? Right, Connor look like he gonna fit on up there. Yeah, what else we got down here? We got something else in here. I think this was what was really adding weight to that box. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's the best Avengers cartoon? Is it Earth's Mightiest Heroes or Avengers Assemble? If you say Avengers Assemble, I'm finna revoke your Rock With Me Nation pass right now. No, I'm just joking. I, being that type of fan, though, my brother Daryl sent me Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, right? We got a comic on the front and a comic on the back, right? And we got the Ultimates. 1, 2, 3, 4. Today was a good day. Today was a good day. That's your action figure. My wife, let me tell you how this goes. My wife went over to the property manager's office. She brought the box to me. She said, you got the box that Daryl sent you. He sent it to both of us. So she see her name on there. She see her name on there. She was in the line. She was the one that said, I want the action figure because I want my own action figure collection. That's why I said, I don't know how we finna do this. But yes, so now she's surprised. No. The action figure was for you. So, like I said, that's going to be real interesting to see how that works in regards to me and my wife having our separate action. She finna take this action figure ain't finna be in here. She finna take it with her. See? What? So, that's it, man. Listen, let me keep up with these notes. I just gave you, I thought I gave her the charger. Missy just asked for the charger. We gonna make sure she got that and everything like that. So, like, that's the show for tonight. Yeah, I think we had a great show. In, out. Shout out to Chat GPT for making sure I got the format. Chat GPT steps in. It's the program director for tonight's show. Yeah, it's the producer. It ain't the director though and everything like that. See, you artificial intelligence. Let me keep up with these notes and we're gonna get on up out of here. We don't have anything else. It's 8:14. I told you I was in here for a good time, not to be confused with a long time. We got Kimoyo. Sandra Hawk is black and Korean. Thank you, Kimoyo. So yes. We just, yeah, we got the yeah, Connor. We gonna have to put some paint on this. Yeah, he too light-skinned it. Yeah, that ain't working at all. He ain't even dark as his picture in the comics. No, yeah, we're gonna do something about that. Then we're gonna put him on the wall. Then we're gonna put him on the wall. But yeah, we're gonna have to We're gonna do something about that skin complexion. Yeah, Lord have mercy. What'd you say? Kimoyo here, super soldier archetype. Yeah, he is. He's talking about Union Jack. Tell her get cracking. Yeah. Lex, we in boxing. Oh, we saying, hey man, you know, we got to keep them vocal cords. Lex Silver, what's going on? You on late? What I missed? Not much, Ian. Not much. We had a great show. But you heard some of it on the TikTok and everything like that. And I appreciate it for showing up. Thank you so much, Ian. I appreciate that. Kimoyo says, nice haul. What you still trying to get? Oh man. As an action figure, are you asking as action figure collector, as a comic book collector? Because as a comic book collector, I didn't really care no more. As an action figure collector, though, there's that Sam Wilson Falcon that I want to get. There's that Bullseye Muse 2-pack that I want to get. I need to get me a Dr. Octopus. I need to get me a Scorpion, Green Goblin, Hobgoblin. Really need to fill out my villain ranks and everything like that. An Abomination, a Mephisto, right? And these are things I want, not necessarily stuff that I need. Definitely want that Black Panther, that Dr. Now, I as long as we get the Pauldron, I want the Black Panther from Imperial. I definitely want a Griot Shuri action figure. I know I've customized her, but you know, hey, it is what it is. But to your question, as I said to my wife last night, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. If I never get another action figure for whatever reason, I'm good. If I never get another action figure for whatever reason, I'm good. I have, and I don't think I'm the only one that's able to say this, I've realized my childhood. I've got way more now than I ever thought I would have. An argument could be made that I got more than I know what to do with, right? But in the grand scheme of things, if I didn't purchase another action figure for whatever reason, I'm good with what I got. I'm proud of what I got. I'm happy with what I got. I'm thankful, appreciative, and humble by what I have. I know it's not something to take for granted. I know it takes a certain commitment to do it, right? And there have been challenges along the way, but I can't say I did it by myself because that's me lying. My wife was there. We had friends that were there, Rock With Me Nation that was there, Metaverse Customs, Artman Customs, Weapons Hex, Fan Plastic Toys. Yeah, if I don't, there's nothing else. Everything else, you know, everything else would be a welcome addition. But like I said, if for whatever reason, I would be good with what I had. Great question. You always ask the great questions, though. I always ask the great questions. Kimoyo say, yeah, he too light. I need Nimrod and the Sentinels for Rom's robot army. Facts. I feel that. Getting there. Good stream, Theo. It's a blessing and humbling to be able to build up. Hey, man, come on, man. Daniel. And that's the thing. And this be the part of the interaction with fellow nerds that I like. I remember Evel Knievel having that from Snake Canyon Mountain. Rev that thing up. Much like how I got this diorama set, that's what they call them now, right? I had the Star Trek set. You just open it up and everything like that with the transporter. I had all the action figures. And then you collecting comic books and you grow up. Mom passes away, right? I'm able to say that without breaking down, one of the rare times. She passes a month before my 14th birthday. I moved to Camilla, Georgia. You taking action figures, you taking toys, you trying to, right? You lose stuff. Lose stuff, right? Cousin come along. I'm the creator. He's the destroyer. You always got that little brother, whatever, to tear up your whole stuff, rip it up and everything like that. I get married, join the Marine Corps, start all over again, get stationed in Okinawa, Japan. My stuff goes to my aunt's house where my cousin is. Bye, bye, bye. No, I ain't talking about Backstreet Boys. And you get, you get older, you have your first child, you have a relationship, you think it's gonna work out, it don't, y'all break up, she throw your stuff out the window. We were living on the second floor, she was big man. You get with other people, and that's why I say, if you're with somebody, you gotta be with somebody that's down for the foolishness. You get somebody, you marry them, and they looking at you crazy because you actually go to the comic book store or you buy action figures and they think you're losing your mind. So, and shout out to Keith. Keith was a brother I used to work with at the pawn shop, Cash America Pawn. Me and Keith used to butt heads when he first got there, till we realized we were both nerds. We realized we were both nerds. Keith was the assistant manager. I was a shift leader. Keith didn't have any children of his own, but he was a proud uncle. Had a nephew and a niece. The Black Panther build-up started. I came to work. He called me on the phone, actually. He said, I was on my off day. He said, Theo, I got something for you. Come to the job. I went to the job. We had been talking about Boondocks. We're both Boondock fans and everything like that. I got off one day, went and bought season 3 of the Boondocks. How many seasons? They've had 3 or 4 seasons. It was the last season. But I bought the DVD case for me, and I bought it for him. Both Boondock fans. Anyway, everything about the movie started up. And this was when we still had Toys R Us in Tallahassee. It closed down. I went to the job, and this is what Keith had for me. He had the Eric Killmonger Titan action figure. That's the first time I experienced nerds looking out for each other. He had bought something for his niece, bought something for his nephew, but he thought of me. Keith is no longer with us. Keith, heavy-set brother, suffered from what comes along with that, right? That day that I got that Eric Killmonger Titan action figure, shook his hand, I thanked him, I was honored. I can honestly tell y'all that Keith started this, because I left Cash America Pawn from there and went to Toys R Us. From Toys R Us on Appalachia Parkway, I went to Target on Appalachia Parkway. From Target on Appalachia Parkway, I went to Walmart on Appalachia Parkway. From Walmart on Appalachia Parkway, I went to Walmart on Capitol Circle. From Walmart on Capitol Circle, I went to Target on Capitol Circle. Or you can say Walmart and Target on Thomasville Road. I was on a mission. And that mission was to go get every Black Panther action figure they were dropping for that movie. And it started with Keith. Started with Keith. So this action figure collection that I have is a testament to 2 grown men, right? who realized they had way more in common than a little bit, right? Getting back to the nerd of things, nerding out with each other, looking out for one another. Him being a black man, understanding what that meant to his niece and nephew and to his co-worker. And to Keith, my brother, thank you. You started something. You started something with that Eric Killmonger action figure. And the irony of the situation, when you think about it, he gave me the action figure whose character my hairstyle was designed after later on. It's way too much irony in that whole thing. But Keith, you're missed. I hope I took the baton that you gave me and I'm running with it the way you want me to run with it. You did this. He did this. He did this. So yeah, that's what that is. Let me keep up with these notes. I mean, what comics or figures were the hardest for you to find? Oh, okay. Comics hardest to find. I think right now, if I'm being a realist, right, any Marvel comic would be the hardest to find because they don't really print out that many issues and everything like that. So you got to get in where you get in. But you know, man, I can't say because I've been blessed. Like I can't say that. Like I was able to come. I would have thought the Krakoa era would have been difficult to navigate, but I navigated that smoothly. I got every comic book from Blackest Night, and when I say every comic book from Blackest Night, that is what that is. The Sinestro Cold War sits right here. Legion of Superheroes stories sit right here and everything like that. I don't know. Like, I don't have an answer for that question in regards to the comic books. Now, in regards to the action figures, I'm gonna say again one more. Alpha Flight. You know what? Let me stop. That Alpha Flight box set. Yeah, that one right there. That Alpha Flight box set. But then again, if you got the money, it ain't that hard to get it. If you got bread, ain't none of that stuff hard to come by. If you got bread. So yeah. Kimoyo says, I do have one figure that is my unicorn besides Sentinel Armor T'Challa. I want Jet Jaguar. I get that. Jet Jaguar was nice. I get that. Rest in peace, Keith. Yeah, man. Keith, man. We used to fight like cats and dogs. Like, that was crazy. And then you sit. We two peas in a pod. We literally two peas in a pod, man. That was the thing. We realized we were both nerds. Like, it became a geek fest at the job after that. Like, man, you know, so shout out to you, Keith. So man, I hope I did you proud, big dog. I would hope that if his niece and nephew walked into this room, they would think of their uncle. They would think of their uncle. And I would like to think that if Keith walked into this room, it would meet his approval. I would hope. So yeah, Keith started this here, and I've been running strong since then. I've been running strong. Like I said, my wife is down for the foolishness. Hell, you see, she got her own action figure already. That is what that is. That said, we out. We are wrapping up the show. That is what that is. I feel like one cool team up would be Black Panther and Daredevil. They would kick some butt big time. The good thing about that, Lex, I got both action figures. So that ain't but a storyboard away. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I be liking right there. That ain't but a storyboard away. So That said, we out. Thank y'all so much for pulling up and everything like that. This has been a blast. I told y'all we was in here for a good time, not to be confused with a long time. To my brother Daryl, thank you. We got it. To me, Kimoyo gonna say it's because he's a super soldier archetype. I'm loving the Union Jack. Oh man, I'm loving the Union Jack. And Connor Hawk, yeah, we're gonna have to put some paint on Connor. Connor gonna have to go outside and get him some vitamin C. That said, we out. Thank y'all so much for pulling up. We will be doing this again next week. Same, should I say Bat channel or Panther channel? Same Bat time, same Panther time. Right. In the meantime, in between time, till next time, in memory of the late, great Don Cornelius and Chadwick Boseman. This has been a blessing. You stay prayed up, right? Y'all really like this? Because I'm geeking out because I'm like, I ain't know y'all liked her like that. Yeah, anyway, till next time, I wish each and every last one of you love, peace, and soul. We out.